Hey everybody, Jessica here again for another quick breakdown for you. Um, this breakdown is about a very iconic exercise called the teaser. So, whenever you see pictures of Pilates, you see some illustration of Pilates, you see some sort of representation, media representation of Pilates, it's usually the teaser because the teaser is an exercise that's not only an exercise, but it's also a teller of what's happening with your body. So if your back is tight, you'll feel certain things. If your hip flexors are weak or overworking, you'll feel certain things. If your abs are super weak, you'll feel certain things. And at the same time, it is an actual exercise. So it's a really great all encompassing teller and workout at the same time. So, with that said, let's get into what it's all about. So, I want to kind of break it down for you just a little bit. And over the last 15 years of teaching people this exercise, um, probably the easiest version of this exercise that I can teach you is beginning with your feet flat on the mat. So before we get into me teaching you what the exercise is, I'm going to do teaser one for you. Um, so that way you'll see where we're going with the exercise, and then I'll teach you how to get into it, okay? So to start, I'm going to go ahead and lie on down. I'm going to tabletop my legs and hug the heck out of my heels. Before I start, I want to really focus on pulling my low abs in as much as I can, and I feel my tailbone on the mat all the way up to my butt crack, which we all know is neutral pelvis right now. So I'm in neutral pelvis, abs are engaged. I'm going to go ahead and stretch my legs all the way out, which to 45 degrees, which is lower than it feels like it should be. So it's low. I'm reaching out long, and I'm finding that rotation of my pelvis to keep my hips on the mat. Then I'm going to reach my arms out in front of me, parallel to my legs. So already this feels like work. I'm going to roll my shoulders down and on my back, keep them there. Take a big inhale here. Exhale, lift my head and shoulders, or lift my head and my neck, and roll up, trying to keep my shoulders down and on my back, and use only my abs to roll my spine up, lifting my spine. Arms and legs are parallel with each other. I'm going to reach my legs on purpose, not let them come up or down here. And I'm just going to roll my spine, tuck my pelvis, and roll my spine back long into the mat, bend my knees, and rest. Okay, so that's full teaser. Okay, there's a couple of other versions of teaser that we're not going to get into right now because that one is hard enough. So if you could see me shaking, you know that one's hard enough. And I've been doing this for a while. So if it's not hard, that means you're doing it wrong. So the easiest way I can teach you how to get into this exercise is with your legs down. So if we start out with inner thighs and feet together and feet far away from your seat. So go as far away from your feet as you can keep the balls of your feet on the ground. So if you start to feel the balls of your feet don't want to stay on the ground, that's when you've gone a little bit too far and you want to bring them back so that they can stay flat. You want to hug the heck out of your heels. And again, we still want to find where arms and legs are parallel with each other. So I'm here. So a common mistake is for people to kind of hunch forward and notice my shoulders come off my back. That's my shoulders trying to do the work for me, okay? And that's not what the exercise is about. So before we start, I want you to roll your shoulders down and on your back so you feel the shoulder blade laying flat on the floor. In that movement, we're opening up our collarbones. We're feeling the muscles that are holding the shoulder blades in place are working, and there's very little space in between the shoulder blades for the spine to lay flat, okay? Hopefully, I've talked to you about that before, and you understand what that means. So, in this case, we're going to keep the shoulders working down and on your back. Big inhale to prepare. And we're going to exhale, bring your chin to your chest, roll up. Now, we want to exhale like you're blowing out all the candles on your birthday cake. So, big exhale. So again, probably my shoulders came off the mat as I was coming up. But I'm going to come up to my sacrum. So I'm not coming all the way up to my sit bones because this is easy. We're going to roll all the way back to your sacrum, that little flat spot above your tailbone. and or above your tailbone. And then I want to lift my spine looking straight ahead, keeping my shoulders down on my back. So I'm in a diagonal line right now. So now my abs are working to hold me here. And then on the way down, I'm going to tuck my pelvis, pull my belly in, and make a big deal of the going down. My low back, middle back, upper back, shoulders, neck, and head. Let's do that again. Keeping the shoulders rolled down and on my back. Big inhale to prepare. We're going to exhale, roll up. So I'm rolling up bone by bone. I stop at my sacrum. I lift my spine and my chest. I'm growing taller through the crown of my head. Arms and legs are parallel with each other. Big inhale to prepare. Exhale to roll your spine back into the mat. Now, the thing about rolling back, we want to keep our spine long. So let's do it again. Big inhale here. Exhale, chin to chest. Roll your upper back, middle back, roll up. Lift your spine. Grow taller through the crown of your head. Keep your spine long. Don't collapse to go back. Keep your spine long. And we're going to roll slowly. Tuck your pelvis. Make the first part of your body that moves be your pelvis to roll back. And then roll back and hold here. Okay? So, another variation we can do to get your body ready for both legs out. We're going to take one leg, lock it together at the knee. So this leg doesn't come any higher or any lower than this knee. The knees are lined up with each other, as you can see. So knees are touching. They're welded together. This leg, I'm going to really work it out and reach that leg forward. So in previous workout, we did an exercise called 5, 10, 15, where as the leg went out, we worked on pulling the hip bones into the floor through your low belly and keeping it there. So this is what we want to do over here. Here, easy to keep your hip bones on the floor. Here, we have to work a little bit harder to rotate your pelvis to keep the hip bones on the floor through your low abs. Here, locked at the knees. There's some work that has to happen to keep this leg at the diagonal. I'm going to point my toe, reach my leg, arms and legs out. Big inhale here. Exhale, chin to chest, roll up. So it's a little harder when that leg is out. Keep your abs pulled in, lift your spine. Reach that leg on purpose. Don't let it go up or down from here and make a big deal of the going down. Reaching the leg away, keep the abs tight. Don't relax the abs. As soon as you go down, we're going to come back up. Big exhale. Roll up, lift your spine, hold, and then exhale, roll it back down. Let's switch legs. So stretch the other leg out, arms out, big inhale here. And exhale, roll up. We're going to lift your spine, pull your belly in, draw your shoulders down. Inhale while we're here. Exhale, keep pulling your belly in as you rotate your pelvis, roll down bone by bone. And again, inhale. Exhale, roll it up. Lift your spine. Inhale over here. Exhale, roll it down. And then rest. Okay? So, that's basically the teaser in a nutshell. So if you find that you are feeling a lot of work in your hip flexors, there's a possibility that you're not rotating enough in your pelvis. You're not enough in your lowest abdominals. You need to find that little tuck before you start, before you roll up. You need to make sure that your abs are engaged and that you're starting from there. Um, if on the way down you find yourself kind of going, you tuck and then you just kind of fall back. Maybe there's some tight spots in your back that you need to stretch a little bit. You have some tight spots. If the shoulders are wanting to jut forward, that's a weakness. That's your shoulders wanting to do the work that your abs need to be doing. So there's a couple of things to kind of look for. Maybe you film yourself doing it and see if you're doing it even remotely like me or better than me. So reach out if you have any questions. And also, if you love my outfit, I'm addicted to the Carbon 38 Takara Shine workout pants. I just love them. They're comfortable. They're breathable. Um, and they're cool in the summertime. But in the winter, you're going to need something a little more substantial. All right. Aloha.